Well, why I'm sitting in a car, drinking a beer, driving and drinking or whatever, I thought I'd make a video. Um, Waiting on my girlfriend to come out and shop for her clothes or whatever she's in there doing. I just thought I'd make a video real quick. I saw Eminem's freestyle talking about Donald Trump, and I don't know why I keep thinking about this so much, but it's just like, is this genuine? Because we know his history or whatever, and what I mean by we know his history, okay, well let me just start with the basics before I get into the negative thing or whatever. But we know Eminem's a good rapper. I grew up listening to Eminem. I'm 29 or whatever. I've been listening to him since I was 14, like in 2002, because I used to listen to Eminem and a rapper Nas who got in a beef with Jay-Z. I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. You know, those were the first two rappers I listened to and I liked or whatever. Tupac too. Um, but you know, Eminem was just kind of different from me because number one, he's a white boy, and then number two, you know, this his style of rap or whatever, it just wasn't, you know, like hood orientated or whatever is what I'm trying to say. It wasn't like, you know, it's something more people probably can relate to because he was talking about getting bullied and picked on and shit like that and blah 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 or whatever. So yeah, man. I mean, he's a skilled rapper. He's definitely a legend. Rather racist or not or whatever, he's definitely a legend or whatever. But at the same time, how did a racist become a legend in our game without being questioned? Why is always so-called black people letting all these other fucking people in without what word am I looking for? Without testing them or whatever, or just making sure they pass the test or whatever to I don't know. I mean, when I say a test or whatever, because it seemed like Asian people or any other people don't just let people in, and they're not going to let some niggers in or whatever. They're not going to let me in or you in or whatever if you're black or whatever. So why the fuck are we so welcoming to everyone else? I don't know. But back to Eminem, yeah, he's a legend, a good artist. I love his music or whatever. And this freestyle he made to Donald Trump, or rather he wrote it down or it was a freestyle or whatever, is irrelevant and everything. But my whole thing of making this video is, why would he even why would he say this about Trump? Does Eminem, do you really feel this way about Donald Trump, or were you told to do this in some type of way? Are you trying to just win over black people? Because when I said earlier, I said his history or whatever. Okay, I mean, I'm not just talking about his history in music, his history before he was signed in music. You know, he had a lot of, you know, that rapper Benzino that he got in a beef with back in, I think, 2003 or something. Benzino now does like reality shows and shit like that, or did it maybe 2 years ago or something. But anyway, Benzino had like tapes or whatever of Eminem, you know, talking about black women and shit. I'm sure people heard that one tape or whatever where he was like, black girls or don't get with a black girl and blah 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 because they're bitches or whatever he said. It may not be word from word what he said or whatever, but he never used the N word in that song, but it was still a racist. It was a racist vibe or whatever. Because why the fuck are you emphasizing black girls or whatever? It shouldn't matter what she was, whether she cheated on you or whatever the case was and everything. So my whole thing about that is, you know, Eminem has a racist upbringing or whatever. Rather, he himself is racist or whatever, though. But now he's trying to get on Donald Trump for doing some shit or whatever. And I don't even know if Donald Trump is racist per se or whatever, because nobody was saying Donald Trump is racist until he became president. And I'm not saying I voted for him or I like Donald Trump, because I don't believe in fucking voting. Our presidents are picked any fucking way by the so-called Illuminati or Electoral College and everything. So fuck that shit or whatever. But yeah, Eminem or whatever, you have a Donald Trump. I know they said something about Donald Trump being a pedophile because I'm seeing that shit on Facebook. I don't know how true that is because people say all types of bullshit. But um, Eminem, you have a history or whatever of racist shit or whatever. Rather you were 14 or whatever like that. And I remember this girl named Lashid For You. I may be saying her name wrong. I watch her videos. I'm subscribed to her. Y'all check her out. Lashid For You. I hope I'm not saying her name wrong, but I'll spell it out for you. Lashid for you, like the number four, and then letter U. Lashid For You. I remember she was just talking about this whole video with Eminem or whatever being in hip hop, and she kind of brought up this thing with Phil Valentine or whatever, talking about it. And he was saying this is the nature of the beast or whatever. So it's like, does Eminem even fucking write these lyrics, or does he have a line of black people writing it? Because my mom used to say Dr. Dre wrote it, but I don't see that. Because why would Dr. Dre start spitting fire like in 1999 or whatever all of a sudden, and he wasn't spitting like that on a Chronic album before Eminem came out? So that that theory I don't